They're not going to do that.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. That advice is horrible. Yeah, no doubt. You don't
Hmm.
acting like Andrew Tate and you're a schlub.
Only
It's going to
works if
be
you're
a
Andrew Tate.
catastrophe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think again, it's just that bigger issue of like how do we construct a world where that type of man is going to be valued because we're going to have whether we like it or not, we're going to have those types of men, and I do want to value them.
Hmm.
I think there's something like I might not even be their best friend or something, but I like the fact that they're like dudes who are cool and manly and drink beer and
Yeah, it's
watch
cool. Yeah,
football. Like
sure. Yeah.
I like it. I think
Hmm.
we need that. And so it's kind of like what can we do for them?
Hmm.
That obviously stop demeaning them, but like what can we do economically and socially for them? I think it's a huge question.
Have you seen the fucking God? There's some woman on Twitter. I think she's on TikTok, but I see it blowing up on Twitter where she's putting out videos of her being like traditionally feminine, like taking care of the houses, and progressives are fucking losing their mind,
Yeah.
like calling this woman like all sorts of like
The
you're a
trad mom.
yeah,
trend.
yeah, like you're enforcing hierarchies and oppressive traditional generals. Like, bro,
I
thought
keep bringing up
I
the.
kind of hate those too, though, because it's like the ultimate pick me kind of thing.
it is, but
You
fuck,
know,
I mean, if people want to do what they want to do, let them
I
do what they want to
agree,
do.
but
Like,
it's like using your life. It's like you're not contributing something to the conversation. You like you are a mascot for something.
I
I
mean,
don't
it's just
know.
the
It
other
kind
end
of
of the girl who's like, I don't ever shave my armpits, and I think guys should accept me even if I'm an
I
asshole.
keep
And
bringing
blah,
up the trad mom identity to different like OnlyFans girls and stuff, and
Mhm.
I am kind of surprised by how positive the reaction I get to it is. And usually, it's either yeah, I could imagine myself being on that kind of level in a few years, or I can imagine myself doing that right now, or I'm just making too much money right now, but at some point I could see myself just wanting to settle down and be a mom. And I think if anything, the experience of being this social media OnlyFans creator is probably like really showing women that this is not forever, and that there's
right.
probably a version of
Mhm.
domestication that you would rather be a part of.
Sure.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, we just ran out of things to say,
I mean, I'm pretty sure we could keep this going for like 8 hours if you wanted, but
No, I mean, is there anything pressing that kind of stands out to you that we
Actually,
might want to touch on?
could I do this?
Sure.
I need to take a quick bathroom break.
Great idea. Yeah, we
And
could sort of
yeah,
reconvene.
maybe,
Yeah.
but I'll come back with some,
Okay.
amazing stuff.
Okay, we're back from our obligatory urinary break. Anything else that we should? You had time to think, I guess, while you were urinating. Anything else?
God? Do you want to talk about God?
Heard about him? Yeah.
Yeah.
not a big fan.
I'm
Not
seeing
a
the
big
blue hair.
fan.
I'm thinking he's not so popular on this
Yeah,
side of the
true.
table. Yeah. What do you think about God in this day and age?
Well,
As an Apolloist,
right.
is that how we say it?
Apolloist is what
Okay.
we're going with. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the death of God is something that's extremely important and I think relates to almost everything that we've talked about. So when Nietzsche announced God is dead, he doesn't say that himself. He kind of puts it in the mouth of this madman who's holding up a lantern in the middle of the day and everyone's ignoring him or laughing at him and he's in a way kind of gone crazy. There's another point in Zarathustra. He says, Zarathustra says, I can't believe they don't know that God is dead. So I mean, even in the 19th century, it was a assumed fact that the Judeo-Christian God doesn't work anymore. And I think we've kind of just been living in the wake of that. I think, in Europe, you'll have societies that are majority atheist at this point, which is really remarkable. And I think genuinely hasn't happened before. America, we're kind of behind that for some interesting historical reasons. But yeah, I mean, I'm fascinated by what this actually means for the world and society, and whether we can really have a society where we don't have a connection to the transcendent and so on. So I mean, I think some of the impulse behind what Mark Brahman and I are doing is to understand the problems of Abrahamic religions, understand why they're failing, and then attempt to see what has worked, like what has been able to generate civilization, higher civilization, what is life affirming and not life denying, where can we have a sensual existence within that frame. But I think it is under the presumption that religion is necessary. I mean, we're not Homo sapiens. I mean, we're like Homo religiosus. Like we need some kind of connection to something, and without it, there's despair or there's just branching off into total insanity. And so I think so much of contemporary postmodern world is grasping for something. It's Marianne Williamson, it's the Trump, like literally, it's hyper fundamentalism, it's Eastern religion, but it's all this grasping for need of being a part of